As we grow and develop as Rocket League players, sometimes it's hard to tell if the direction we're going in is actually a positive, helpful direction without looking outside of our reference and seeing what other people are doing and how higher level players are playing the game. Now, G95 here, they have been growing pretty quickly in ranked and have developed a lot of new skills, and they wanted me to look at their replay here and kind of pick apart some things that they're doing really well and some things maybe that they need to focus on and work on in the future. So that's what we're doing in this replay, and let's kind of just get at it. So good kickoff to start. I know they told me in Discord that they fixed their kickoff and are actually flipping into it now, so I won't pick that one apart, but overall here, good start. Good rotations, not on top of each other. This worked out, but I don't necessarily love this idea. Like, right now when your rank is gold or plat, right, you know, Chico's probably not going to bang this over your head, but as you get a higher plat rank, diamond rank, this is a pretty routine ball. I probably wouldn't creep so far. They ended up whiffing, and you kind of weren't ready for it too, because it wasn't like a powerful shot or a powerful hit off the back wall. Normally what you'd see from these is, yeah, he whiffed, we are going to ignore that for now. You want to like come and flip into this ball so that it's hitting either top corner, I would say, this side of the net, or basically the back wall, right? These are kind of the big zones. What you don't want to do is kind of what happened is have it either hop or roll right into where the defender is going to be going. And hitting it into the corner is also basically doing the same thing. The defender is completely ready for that stuff. You want to kind of up the tempo by hitting it off the back wall here, or actually taking a shot on net and forcing your opponent to, you know, make a touch, make a play. Kind of weren't ready for it, which is okay. I mean, that happens. They get a good clear. Your teammate tries their best to take control of this and play to the side, and I think they did a pretty good job. Something I would say you could start to work on now is wave dashing. Right now, this has been a great opportunity to wave dash into this ball and actually like go towards the orange net, because I don't see any defenders, and I don't think there's going to be one there anytime soon. So wave dashing, you might have been able to kind of get onto that ball faster. So maybe another little mechanic you can start learning now, I would say, at this point. And then good goal from your teammate. I would say this is a good solid goal. Get onto the ball, put it in. Can't say much about it. Let's see what the kickoff is. Yeah, obviously flip into it. You know this now. Now, this is going to be a big thing as you start getting into higher ranks. You did the right thing. You half flipped out of this, and because you realize that they're going to have a counterattack immediately after kickoff. I love this idea of just going back immediately. Don't even go for that corner boost way out here, because you're just out of the play and you'll never make the save. Your problem is your pathing back basically didn't touch a single boost pad. Now you have 0 boost and you're never going to make the save. It's good that you're going back, but you have to go in an efficient way where you're going to pick up at least 1 or 2 boost pads, have 24-ish boost, and can actually make a play. We'll see here as you go through, you miss all the boost pads and then just don't have enough momentum to actually get behind the ball and save it. So I think this is going to be a common theme in this video, as I'm going to be talking about pathing and what paths you should be taking. But like, you should always be taking a path where there is little boost pads, if you can. Like, if you have no boost, your fastest pathing is going to be where the little boost pads are. Like right here, you should be kind of collecting little boost pads. You're at 47 boost. You probably can make a play on the ball, but like, get over, let this guy clear, and then kind of slowly come up here, get this boost pad, start going over to this middle boost pad, and get ready to go play this hopeful pass from your teammate, right? Also, but you don't get any boost pads, so you're just stuck at 47, which you probably should have more at this point. And you're playing way too far forward here at this rank, for sure. You're assuming that your teammate's going to somehow play this ball straight diagonally and hit you right in the nose of your car, and that's just not going to happen. You do not want to be on the same level as your teammates in twos. A better positioning would be literally right here. I'd basically say cut the field into quadrants and try not to stay in the same quadrant as your teammate. As you get higher ranks, you can start being closer and closer to your teammate as you can read what's going to happen with 50s or what they're going to do. But being this committal to something, first off, you have no information about what this ball does because your camera is going to like flip around and do some weird stuff if they hit it off the back wall and come at you. So you're not going to have a lot of information on how this ball is actually going to react to any pass that happens. And you kind of have to stop all your momentum, so you're not going to be as fast to the ball actually since you're so close. Because you're going to have to like read it, take time to read it. There's a lot of things I just don't like about this. And of course, if your teammate gets dunked, there's no defender whatsoever. So definitely be careful in that situation. And then just some awkwardness. I just feel like, you know, we're going supersonic, we're going really fast, but we're not actually like going to where the ball is, right? Like have more purpose with where you're going. That just comes with more car control, so comes with more playing. Good 50, get that boost, and then yeah, beautiful. Go challenge this, steal that boost. Whenever you can steal a boost from your opponent's corner, steal this boost, and like realistically, your opponent's gonna play this past you. You're never gonna cut them off. Get this boost, rotate out, get out of the play. Let your teammate come up from this way and challenge, right? So steal that boost and get out of there, because exactly what happened. Play it past you because you're not into the corner. They're just faster into the corner than you are. Good job taking your time trying to set up a dribble. Your orange teammate played super far back. You always should be dribbling if you have time. Good boom. Love to see it more on net, but like obviously that's going to come with more practice. But that was great. That's exactly what you want. You hit the ball hard and then you don't have any boost to actually go for this ball, right? And that's the same thing we talked earlier. What's our padding look like, right? Boom, big clear. You have 24 boost. But then you try to go for this big boost pad. That's fine. I'm actually okay with that. But what we want is we want you, crap, don't have the big boost pad, immediately get on this line here and start getting little boost pads. Like you can't just deal with not having any boost, right? You got one, but there's no little boost pads out there, and now you have no boost to go challenge that, right? So having boost keeps you in the play. I would like to see you kind of drift into that one, but that comes as a higher level dribble, right? Like learning how to incorporate drifts into your dribbles are going to help you immensely. And then the padding on this I actually thought was okay. You actually got some boost pads. I'd probably go play a little wider. I'm really picking apart this replay, so I'm sorry, but I'd probably play this out a little wider and come more shallow like this. When you cut across so quickly, it's kind of what happens actually is what's going to happen a lot. You just kind of play past it and you're just a little too quick to it. It's a tough one. Like honestly, I don't see anything wrong exactly with what you did. Alright, so we're demoed. Now what are we going to do? Get the little boost pads, get a little closer. I don't like what your teammate did. This is a great example of when you should just let your teammate go, right? Your teammate turns around on a dime, and I think he's gonna get dusted, honestly. So, you know, he has no momentum, and it's hard to turn on a 180 and still have momentum. Like that's a very high level thing. He wasn't boosting, so he wasn't gonna get there in time. So overall, good so far. Yep, let your teammate go. Just kind of play it back, see what happens. Play back, see what happens. And then, boom, perfect goal. Saw your opportunity. This is how you should play a lot more points, especially at gold and plat, right? Just play back, see what's happening, right? Take in all the information. Your teammate's getting balls. You see orange defenders flying everywhere. Like, then you just go in and you just touch the ball and you score, right? Like, there wasn't much to that play besides you just kind of waited for the opportunity to come to you. All right, good kickoff. I don't hate the challenge. You're trying to be aggressive, but yeah, just realize the orange defender is going to beat you there. Good, playing in the midfield, playing back. It's creeping a little too close for me. Let's stay back here. Let's stay at the... Just stay at this midline. Your teammate's still challenging. They're always going to challenge at this rank. Just stay in the midline. Wait for something that's clear and obviously yours. If you would have stayed back a little farther, you could have probably went for this. But now you're too close, and now it's time to bail. Here we go. You probably had more time than you thought. But that works out, I think. It's trying to play it high off the back wall and defenders who are sitting in net is a great way to actually score a lot of points. Good demo. Now take your time. You don't need to bang that like that, right? You take your time, try to get a flick on them, right? Or do a bounce dribble. You have all the time in the world. You can literally just drive up to this ball and see like, okay, one guy's demo, the other guy's sitting in net. Let's take a little pop on this ball, kind of hit it softly so it pops up, then fly after it immediately and then pound it into the net. It's a very, very effective shot that will catch a lot of players off guard at this rank. So taking a little pop like that and then jumping at it right away and flipping into the ball, you're going to score so many goals doing that. And then, yeah, that's literally this sequence there is all car control. Just understanding how your car works and what you could do better to get to those balls faster and aerial a little bit and understand that. Good pass out to your teammate. And then good job rotating back and, you know, making this clutch save, really. I'm loving everything that's happening so far right now. All right. How are we going to attack this, right? You're going to get beat probably, so just play it slow. Yep. And your teammate open goals. That's unfortunate. I probably wouldn't even go into the corner with these guys here. I'd rotate and I'd turn around on the back wall and do your best to take control of it, but like it's such an awkward spot. Like, what are you gonna do? It's awkward. You don't have the car control yet. That's a tough spot. Doesn't help your teammate own goal either. Is what it is. Good recovery. Good play. Yes. I'd probably stay grounded here, right? If we're making this play, we're never going to get to this ball before an orange defender. But we're also kind of betting on the fact that they're going to miss. Because it's an aerial, and you're at that rank where the people are going to miss. So stay on the ground. Stay on the ground here. Let the guy miss. And then put a power shot past the other defender. You don't have to jump for everything. If need be. Try to stay grounded as much as possible, honestly. Alright, teammates are going to dribble. Let's play the midfield perfectly. Once you get a little better with your ball control, car control, you'll be banging those off the back wall or into the net. So, I love the positioning, though. Alright, rotate around. And perfect. Beautiful 50 at the midfield. Good challenge again to throw off the defenders, and this should be an open net. So, yeah. It was an open net. You did everything right, except you just didn't execute the finish. Honestly, I always say, as long as you make the right play, in your mind, if you go for the right play and you don't execute it perfectly, I would say that's a positive. I would say a negative would be going for the wrong play and then not working right. If you're going for the right play and you mess it up mechanically, you're still making the right play. You just didn't execute it. So that's not bad. Not a bad thing. Open net misses are unfortunate and whiffs are unfortunate, but as long as you're making the right play or trying to make the right play, that's what matters. So I don't necessarily love this either because you have no information, right? You don't have any information about what's going on. This ball's kind of floating. You could kind of hear an orange defender somewhere. I would just probably back off and rotate out, but works out okay. Here we go. Counter. Going for the bump. Beautiful. And then, yeah, I would say that sequence is pretty good, honestly. It's an all-out attack, so everything is okay as long as you're going for the ball and attacking. I don't like how you turn. You should have turned the other way, right? So we gotta understand what we're trying to do here, okay? We have 0 boost off the kickoff. We know we're gonna hit this ball this way, but we also know there's an orange defender there, okay? So if you're gonna hit this ball this way, right? We gotta know what our purpose is. We have 0 boost. We're not gonna score. You're simply not gonna score just by hitting the ball into the corner, but you're basically trying to get the ball out of danger. So when you hit this ball and you land like right here, you need to turn this way and go get this boost. You can't turn this way where there's no boost and have 0 boost and kind of be a no man's land, right? So we do go through the execution, you hit it, but then you turn into where there's no boost. If you had turned back the other way, or already been knowing you're going to turn back the other way, you could have got that big boost that he just stole and be back like now. Like you're late to this play now because you're not getting that big boost. You don't have the right intention with the play initially. Good job here. Yeah, you messed up the dribble. Try to hit that boost next time. Like you want to steal boost as much as you can, especially when it's right there. But you did a good job. I mean, you tried to dribble it. Almost had a banger of a shot to end this game. But you did exactly right. Your opponent played back. Dribble it. Try to get a bounce dribble. Didn't work out, but you still kept possession. Some whiffs, but they're the right play, right? You want to be playing that ball to the side. Kind of like this, but a little softer so it doesn't bounce out. But yeah, that's a perfect place, right? Let your teammate go. Now support him. Get little boost pads. You don't need to boost so much either. Like, right here you get a little boost pad, and then you like boost forward and like through the midfield. Now your momentum is going forward. It's gonna be very hard if a ball were to go over your head to like turn around now quickly and go for that if, let's say, your teammate gets dunked. So you don't need a boost there. Just driving forward is sufficient. Definitely don't flip, because that's a full commit going into the orange side of the field, and that's when balls get played over your head and you'll have easy goals happen on you. I like this aggressiveness. I will say you're kind of getting to the point where aerials are going to become important. A big tip I can say for you is an aerial starts on the ground. So wherever your car is facing is where you're probably going to be flying, right? And if you have to make adjustments in the air, that's when you're going to lose speed. So getting your car right first is beneficial. So when this ball comes out and you decide to aerial for it, your car is facing like even sharper than that. It's facing like back post. And that's why you fly back post and the ball kind of lazily flies to the middle of the post, or the middle of the bar, right? You should probably be flying right to the middle of the bar and cutting that ball off before it gets through everything. We'll watch that again. Yep, you're all the way pointing past the goal, and then you fly in front of the ball. So get your car right on the ground first on aerials. Here we go. That's a good demo by your opponent. Maybe you had the right play too. Try to take your time. Alright, let's see here. Good play by your teammate. Again, trying to find a way to take your time there, but I mean, I understand what you're trying to do. The pressure is what's most important in this situation, though. Keeping up the pressure, playing the midfield. Probably could have took control of that, but this is okay. I mean, we're in the point of the game where we don't want to make easy mistakes or big mistakes too. Good. Teammate has a nice little dunk, and you kind of go all in. I don't know if I necessarily love that. Your teammate has a good ball. It goes into the middle of the field, but we also have a lot of orange defenders who are all kind of around. If you would have waited maybe and waited to see what they do with this, you might have had an even easier shot or even a better pass for your teammate. But like I said, I think that's aggressive and that's good. So don't love this challenge though. Let's be a little too aggressive now. Like nothing's gonna come from them being on this wall here. And if we look at your angles here, right? If you come in and try to stop this ball or try to come around and stop this ball, the most likely thing that's going to happen with them coming this way and the ball moving this way is you're actually just going to pinch it harder and make it harder for your teammates to defend this. So rotating back post is probably a better option here. Because now you're kind of out of the play, low boost. If they would have got a bump on your teammate, that would have been an open net, right? So can't leave your teammate in a 2v1 in that situation. This is a case where I'd say flipping is okay. Like, line yourself, like, get out ball cam, line yourself up with this big boost pad if you're going to full commit to it, and then flip into it so you can get there faster. Instead of driving kind of slowly to it, finally get it, and then it's like, all right, let's use all my boost to get back up to speed, right? Like, that's not productive. That's not what we want to be doing. All right, here we go. Try to play it off the wall. The wall's awkward. A little bit of double commit. Your teammate goes to demo. I think you made the right play. Just playing it safe. Bad timing to go for that. Just panicked a little, I would say. Oh, and then, oof, that could have been the dagger right there. You got very lucky their opponent missed that one. Alright, some whiffs. There's some big nerves going on, so being more solid in your defense and rotations is going to be super important here. And you get lucky. Like, this is not how you play on the orange side of the field here. Like, Chico is just 100 boost fully all the way back on the goal line. Like, that could have been a goal for the orange team with that little pop out to the middle. But he has no interest in playing offense here. And it's kind of sad. Like, this is not how you win games, playing in the net like this. Like, you have all the time in the world. You and your teammate are working together, though, so that's not going to help. But that's going to happen when you solo queue. Again, you just have the bad angle on the ground. You're a little in front of it, but that just comes with trying it more. I love the idea, because that's exactly what you want to be doing. Good clear from your teammate, and then Chico is sitting in net. Really don't like this. Kind of a bad pass to your teammate. Kind of set this big clear up for them. Also, this rotation. This is going to be a long replay analysis, I can already tell. But in this rotation, you have your teammate already kind of guarding the front post. So he's guarding the first attack. He's guarding the fastest possible like attack on the net, and he's basically going to be defending like this portion of it. So if he's defending this portion of it, he can probably take any ball that comes in this area. If it bounces off the wall and comes out close, he can probably take it. As the second defender, you need to find a way to protect this part of the net, or that's a little big, but protect this part of the net, and then be able to protect anything that comes off this portion of the back wall, right? If the ball comes off the back wall right here, it's going to bounce basically here or bounce out in the middle portion of the net, and you as a second defender have to be able to get to that, because he is going to be full committing to protecting that front post, protecting this front post and this portion of the net, because that is where it's the easiest and the quickest. So you need to protect this portion of the net and this portion of the wall, essentially. And doing that is rotating wide to the back post. You rotate kind of sharp into here. This leaves this portion of the net and this whole back wall open. So if they were to play it off the back wall and you guys try to commit and try to go get to it, Chico should be fast enough to play it over the top of your head. That's going to be something that's going to be happening a lot more at the higher levels as you rank up. So rotating front post, if you would have rotated front post, you would have easily cleared that. Or back post, you would have easily cleared that. But you didn't have an angle because you rotated too sharp in. I like the idea of demoing. And then beautiful free shot just off the post. Jumped a little too early. Don't need to pre-jump this, right? Let's get close to this ball before we jump. Like, you're really far away from the ball and it's bouncing sporadically. It's doing a bunch of things. Even if this ball doesn't touch this post again, this ball is going up like this. Like, you're not going to score it. Might as well take your time and wait and try to play it out middle again for your opponent, your teammate. But then the ball bounces off the post again. And you kind of pre-jump Just a little premature. Didn't need to do that. But good control, great time for it. Then you rotate out immediately. That's beautiful. That's exactly how you want to play that. And then again, you're creeping a little too far forward, right? Your teammate has taken the front post, or the position 1. He has this portion of the net, and anything that comes off the wall here. You gotta play around here to the back post. And I would say if your teammate's still here and you get to this point, you should slow down. Slow down and let your teammate have a chance to do it. That way you can accelerate forward and block any shots that come here, or block any balls that come off the back wall. Or at least gives you an option to go up on the back wall too. If you start slowing down a little early, you have the option to go up on the back wall as well. So there's lots of ways to defend it, but you have to give yourself a chance. Now you're both sitting in a net, and any shot off the back wall or a shot high is going to be a goal. Good there. Good clear from your teammates. Big whip from the orange side. Let's see, you're just a little too far forward, but that, I mean, you probably could have hit that, but ball control, car control, that's all going to come later with more time playing the game. And great shot. That's what you're going to start doing more and more, is just peppering the net with these off-angle shots off the wall. Like, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shot to end this game. I would say things you need to, like, think about are just, you know, how to actually use your car when you have time, and how to read things that come off the wall and read the ball in general. Something I did ranking up a lot was simply just bounce this ball off the corner and then try to predict how it's going to read and just hit it into the net, right? Just doing a simple drill like this, but like play it soft off here and try to predict how it's going to react in free play. And when you have time, trying to get the ball up on your car, and flicking is important too. Or even if the ball is like rolling to you, you can play a soft touch, go up and hit it just like that. Especially at plat and gold, that play right there is going to cause your opponents to push forward, jump, and you're just going to play it around them because they think you're just popping it up easily for them to dunk you with. Those are small things that are going to come, you know, much more important later as you rank up. So keep working. You're doing great. You're improving a lot. And yeah, you're just gonna keep growing, and you're just gonna start learning these car control things, and it's gonna become much easier as you go on. But that's all for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want your replay analyzed, you should go to my Discord in the description below and drop the replay in the coaching section. Also, I am now offering one-on-one coaching on my Ko-fi page, which I'll also link in the description. So if you want one-on-one coaching with me, we'll sit down, get in a Discord call, go over a replay, talk back and forth. That is now an option as well. So thank you guys all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.